Look, my general goal on this podcast is to give some insight where I can, if at all possible, to maybe entertain, bring some levity. Obviously there are ups and downs in the season, and really to just kind of ride the emotional roller coasters of ups and downs. So this is the part of the roller coaster where you want to puke. Tremont Waters, which sounds more like an apartment complex than an NBA player. A zone is like a curveball. Sometimes, you've been facing a heavy thrower the whole game, throwing like gas, like 95, 96, 97 miles per hour. And all of a sudden, someone comes in like an R.A. Dickey and starts throwing like some weird knuckleballs, and you're just like struggling with it for a second. Because all of a sudden you see a healthy offense coming out of this, right? Before, the Raptors are kind of just like, I don't know if people have been like this during the pandemic, but, if you are working from home, for example, sometimes you get tired of cooking like 3 times a day, and you're just like, I have to eat lunch. I have like a 10-minute break between Zoom calls. I'm just going to like, I don't know, man, just BS my way out of this. A peanut butter and jelly sandwich, just take it and go. Just take some calories and we'll figure out dinner later. And that's kind of how the Raptors offense has felt. They're just kind of like, let's jack this 3, hope it goes in, because if it goes in, it's worth 3 points. We're not getting anything in the paint. Let's just try to BS your way through it. You BS your way through it, you're gonna have a bad diet. You're gonna end up like me. Okay, don't do that. And I thought the Raptors had a much, much healthier diet in terms of Pascal getting to the basket. It's essentially like the fruits and vegetables that you're getting like 8 portions of. The Raptors have been getting like 2 portions of vegetables. Yeah, honestly, like, the Wizards avoid contact more than me at a grocery store at this point during COVID. This guy had a higher kick than Bruce Lee out there, man. Whiteside is literally the biggest person in the entire building. There's nobody else in the building but the 2 teams and some executives, but he's the biggest guy in the building, right? Finding Whiteside should be like finding the CN Tower in freaking downtown Toronto. The Raptors were down after the free throw was made by Grayson Allen, who is the basketball equivalent of a war criminal, basically. Like, the Miami Heat playing zone defense had better defense than the USA plays defense in Capitol Hill. If you've been at university and you have like exam season coming up, like your Monday exam, you're probably the best prepared for that one. You've seen it coming for multiple days. You can go over your notes, maybe make new notes, memorize stuff, do some practice exams, study with your friends. By the time you get to that 5th exam on Friday, you might have gone on 4 hours of sleep. You might have maybe done 1 test exam. You might have tried to figure out a way to cheat or something. Maybe try to ask other people who have done that exam and maybe try to, learn some of the answers there. But generally speaking, if you go into that 5th exam and you come out with anything better than like a 70, you're probably doing a pretty good job. So, that's kind of how this game felt.